Hey everyone, welcome to Dawn of Titans with DBR, and today we're talking about the newest press release from the Dawn of Titans team about game balancing. Something that we've always been asking for in one way or another, a balance. Bruce Lee, a balancing. Aw, it's not racist because I'm Asian. Here we go. Game balancing, let's talk about it. So I got the website pulled up here so we can go through each point because some of these are ones that are more important than others, and there's a big bomb in here that you guys are going to be interested about, I'm sure, because I am. So, changes that you're going to notice right this second. Purchasable shields removed from lands. I've actually seen people complaining about supposed hacking. I believe people just gem blasting. But in any case, they're shielding a bunch of VP lands, which makes it very difficult to take down large players who have high-level VP lands that are shielded constantly, and they're just collecting VP. You can only attack their castle every so often. So, I get what they're saying. They're basically saying here, since we made it so that lands no longer take from your actual, reserve, now they're going to make it where you can't actually place shields on the land. So that's a decent change. Not something I was looking for personally, but I have seen a ton of people complain about that. VP battle rewards are going to be increased, so these are upcoming changes. This is interesting. Actually, when they first did the 1.16 update, VP from castles was insane. It was really great for someone like me who likes to log in towards the end of the season a bunch and just kill those upper players that have been pounding their butts all week. And so I hit them for, I think it was like 25,000 VP, and they could take like 4 from me. It was great interchange, and I'm sure it was depressing for them, and that just always feels so great. But in any case, they're saying they're going to readjust, because what happened is, I think a day after the release, there's so many complaints from the really active players, which honestly, they should be the ones who are getting the most rewards and benefits. They were saying it was too difficult to keep up as they were losing too much VP per hit. So they're changing it once again because they nerfed it quite a bit for the last few weeks, and now they're going to change it apparently to be more balanced, because they're saying that VP collecting from lands is almost outdoing raiding, especially on the upper end with those large VP lands. So they're going to make it more valuable, it looks like, from the garrison, maybe even from land hits themselves. And hopefully that's the case, because basically VP from gold and food lands are worthless at this point. It's just kind of like part of the process as you collect resources. Garrison looting increase. This is interesting. I'll be curious to see if that actually is a readjustment of what they did when they increased the amount of protection you get from your reserves. But it doesn't specifically say that. It just says garrison looting is increased. So maybe they'll just up the rewards. Maybe they'll lower the amount we're protecting. We'll see. So there you go. A little bit more tweaking with the garrison looting. Now, recent changes that you guys probably are already aware of. There was that big thing after the update that critical wasn't working for the first 40, 60 seconds of the gameplay. So that should be restored for everyone by now. It's worked for me. I never had an issue to begin with, though, because as you guys know, critical isn't a big thing with most of my Titans, except for maybe Flamehide. Respectful troop AI. This is interesting. Troops obey orders. That's true, although there was one thing I appreciated about the archers, and that was you could tell them to go in a general direction, and they would find targets. And the interchange that happened was, now that they've made them obey orders completely, when I send them, they will run to the spot with ignoring anybody within proximity. And I feel like there's I hate to be a nitpick, but I'm like, come on. I should have smart troops. So if I command my troops into their ultimate demise in their melee, that's what they're designed for. If I command my archers to go in a direction, especially towards the beginning of the battle, it makes sense that they would at least have a command ability or some sort of switch I could put that says attack anything within proximity, right? Because I don't want my archers running to their death ever. Why would anyone ever want their archers running to their death? But at the same time, I do want them to obey orders, because that's the spell dodge issue. But there should at least be a way to command your troops without hitting each individual unit and say to your archers, I want you to move and move completely without any attention to anything else. Or I want you to move and attack units that are within range. They had options for troop AI, and you could flip the option for the AI. I think that would be a great resolution to this. But for now, they make them obey orders, so at the very least, your troops aren't automatically going back to their targets every 5 to 10 seconds after you commanded them to run out of the meteor strike. And that was why they changed that. Lag is alleviated. I noticed that too. It was really laggy after the update, so that has been improved. I think they can always improve more on that, as Dawn of Titans is a relatively heavy game for any system, especially phones. It's always good to see them work on less lag and more smooth gameplay overall. Crashes reduced. This is a big one. I think there was a couple days there where a lot of us just could not log in. Just so much crashing and crashing during battles, and you lose all your troops and your spells. It's really annoying. So crashes reduced. What we're really looking for there is crashes eliminated. So hopefully that's a goal that's still in mind there. I'm sure that's a goal they have written on some board in the development office. And a glimpse into the future. Here's the big wham bam. All right, this is the big exciting stuff. Titan Fusion, something we've been talking about for a long time. They have addressed it before by saying they will look at it. So the question is when and how. We're creating a new improved way to unlock skills. We're also looking at ways to have castle level guide your max Titan level. That's interesting. Improved way to lock skills. Yeah, I mean, all we're asking for there is let us unlock skills at a reasonable, foreseeable rate, or make it some sort of EXP level up, but don't make it like this run of the dice. Well, it feels like it's less than 0.0001% sometimes. You know, it basically throwing in weeks worth of Titans, as you guys saw in my previous videos here, and getting nothing out of it is it's disheartening to say the least, let's say. So there you go. So it's nice to see that they're talking about that. I'll be curious to see what the specifics are. That's really what we're looking for. Specifically, what's the change? I know, obviously, they don't want to make it cake. Like you can just get a maxed out Titan easy. But at the same time, the aggravation isn't that it's hard. The aggravation is that it feels like it would take, you know, either $10,000 worth of Titans to get there or a couple years worth of gameplay. So that's the issue we're looking at, staring down the barrel of a game that you're playing day to day and saying, oh, I'll get where I want to be with one Titan at the end of 3 years or $10,000. That's not what we're looking for at a Titan Fusion. We're looking for something that's reasonable, all right? Reasonable. World event. We're looking, let's see, we're working on an epic event for alliances to play and complete like never before. So that's always nice. I actually like that one they did. There was mixed reviews from people on that. I actually like that one event where they had the stages you went through and you were trying to get as many kills as possible on Urukor the Fire King. That was, I think, a unique take on it. I wouldn't mind seeing those occasionally if it didn't take away from their other development in the game. Obviously, I don't want them slowing down on this, like the Titan Fusion update. But I don't mind new events. Honestly, you know, the VP grind thing is fine. It's just if that's all we ever get, and then you have soul grinds, which we're well worn and used to, something new would be nice. And team battles. Follow, you know, the Clash of Clans layout. Team battles. I know that would destroy... it would destroy the servers probably and make lag terrible, but could you imagine you're like, oh, here's a two-person defense setup, and I'm going to bring in my buddy, and we're going to attack it together. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to see 4 Titans on the playing field. Talk about kiting to the extreme. You kite, man. I'll take care of the spells. Any case, there's a bunch of stuff they could do with this game. There's so much going on in here. You know, they could make this more and more epic every week if they wanted to, and it looks like they're trying to. So I like where this is going. As far as the Titan Fusion, I think I'm probably going to hold off on any 4-star fusions until I see what they're going to do, because they really change things with the Titan skills. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I can show you this if you guys want to see, but people are getting Titans with full skill setups, which would be considered godlike. So, for example, someone got one of the event Titans with all archer skills. All archer skills. Someone got one with all spearman skills. So with Titans like that being kicked out, and them changing the way skills are unlocked, it really doesn't seem prudent right now for me to even attempt to unlock high-level stuff by throwing away 4-star Titans. And they become more and more rare these days to get. So that being the case, I'm going to hang by and see when they say they're actually going to release that update. Not a big deal keeping 4-star Titans. I can blow away the 1 and 2 stars like crazy to keep room for them. If I run out of room holding on to 4-star Titans, I'll be a happy camper. I don't think it's going to happen in the near future, but that'd be great. All right, well, there you go, guys. There's the update on game balancing. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. I want to hear what you think about the attempt to balance the game. Obviously, this is coming from feedback from you guys, the players, especially the ones that are so active that you're out in the YouTube arena, Reddit arena, whatever. So you let me know what you guys think about these balances. Is this what you were asking for? Specifically, these changes? Obviously, you know, the critical one, but what about the shield removal? What about the... VP rewards being increased and the garrison looting increased? You know, is that what you guys were asking for? I'm curious. Personally, I was just trying to figure out how to change my attack patterns still and be as effective as I was before. And in a way, with them screwing around with VP level rewards, it's made things difficult to figure out. But I've gotten back into my stride, so let me know if you have too. And I'll see you guys next time on the next balancing of Dawn of Titans. I mean, on the next drive-by reviews with... on the next Dawn of Titans with drive-by balancing. Coño.